That's weird. Didn't make a noise when I hit start. But it's running. Okay, Jim. Kiss versus Aerosmith. Never heard the Aerosmith song before. And of course, I think everyone's heard the Kiss song 400 or 500 times at least. Maybe 1,000. So, but with that being said, the Aerosmith song and the performance I really liked a lot. Those both look like they were. Well, I know Kiss was from Unplugged on MTV. Um, it looked like Aerosmith was the same thing, so I'm guessing that's what kind of had your own theme going this week. A little Unplugged there, which was actually a huge thing MTV had. It seemed like it lasted like I don't know 4 or 5 years. Could be off on that, but I remember I think it was every Sunday night, and they had. I mean, it was a thing. You had rappers, you had rockers, and everything in between. I know Mariah Carey did that. I mean, anyone who was anyone did an unplugged, and I remember LL Cool J did it. It was always it was always really good. I was gonna say I wonder why they did away with it, but MTV's gone now, so that probably has something to do with it. But and I remember the Kiss one, watching that. Were they live? Were those things live? But I remember watching it when it premiered, whether it was either a premiere or a live shoot. I remember it very well, and for some reason, I what always stood out to me was when they were like taking turns singing, and when Paul Stanley goes Peter, and then Peter. It's amazing. I know Kiss's names. Peter Chris started singing on the drums. Uh, I'm gonna go with Kiss because um, I'll tell you what. If I had to download either song, I would download the Aerosmith song because again, that Kiss song is known worldwide. But to me, it's one of those songs that I've heard so many times I would never want to download it. But I'm gonna go with that because their performance was so good, and it was so cool seeing them without the makeup. I know it wasn't. They took off the makeup in '85 ish or so. I remember that video. I think it was it Lick It Up where it premiered, where Kiss didn't have makeup on. So Kiss is just they're so popular. And Jim, I'm interested to know your take on Kiss. I remember you were part of like you were actually part of the Kiss Army, weren't you? Where mom probably signed you up or something like 77, 78. I remember when you'd get like Kiss albums. I mean, and it seemed like it was a neighborhood thing. It seemed like Rich Rosello or Kristen Sanborn or Mark Taylorino it seems like everyone liked Kiss. And for someone your age, I'm sure you liked the music, but I gotta think the makeup had something to do with why they were so intriguing to everybody. Gene Simmons actually looked like a monster to me when he was like in makeup with the fucking tongue and the blood. Uh, so it had to be. I mean, and I wasn't into it, but I understood it, and I remember you and just the neighborhood kids being crazy about Kiss. So, but my question to you was like, how do you think of them as musicians? Are they really that good, or was it just because they were so unique? Um, oh, you motherfucker! My phone's ringing. Did it stop? Declining it? It's still going. So, anyways, yeah, just your take on that, and also what are your thoughts of Aerosmith? Because I know you were like a Metallica and the heavy metal shit, and I know you like some of the classic guys, the Who, and I know that, like you have your Mount Rushmore uh, of bands, and I know they're not on that, but maybe Aerosmith is like top five. And how good is Kiss to you? Like, are they better than Bon Jovi? Like, I'd like to know if someone like you who's really into that kind of music, how much you appreciate them and how good they are. So that's my question to you about both of those guys, Aerosmith and Kiss. Steven Tyler. Uh, I remember watching them in the early '90s when they had like this rebirth. I know they're more popular in the '70s, maybe the '60s, but they kind of reinvented themselves kind of in the '90s. I remember thinking how old Steven Tyler looked then, but again, now we're in 2020 and he looked so young. Uh, he's so unique, that guy. Steven Tyler with that freaking mouth, kind of like a Mick Jagger mouth. I wonder if that kind of big ass mouth is a blessing for someone who sings. I gotta imagine it's a huge advantage for someone with like a big mouth to sing. Might be a stupid question, but I thought about that. So good picks. I like to me the fresh new song of Aerosmith, which is probably what 40 years old or so. But I liked hearing it for the first time. I liked the way they were sitting around, kind of like the U shape, jamming like that song. But so I was close to picking it, but even though the Kiss song is still in my mind so played out, the performance was great. Oh, and my other question to you, Jim, and pounding you with questions today. I'm sure the other two guys, there are two drummers and another guy. I know all the four original members, but who are those? I know they're part of Kiss when what, Ace and Peter Criss left. So I'm wondering if your thoughts on those guys too. How good were they, and if you know their names. What's going on? Easter. You know what? What I realized a couple weeks ago is it doesn't matter what day of the week it is anymore. It just literally does not matter what day of the week it is. It doesn't matter anymore. You're not working. Well, I'm working, but it doesn't matter. There's no sports. Like it's just fuck. Holy shit. People are gonna lose their minds, and I might be one of them. That's about it. Talked to mom today. She wasn't feeling too good, and I guess she took a nap. I just talked to dad a few minutes ago and said she was feeling better. Uh, I don't know. That's it. They asked me to come over Sunday for Easter. I mean, I stop over probably once a week because they fucking ask me every day to stop over, and I've tried explaining to them, and again, I don't give a shit if I ever get it, but I don't ever want to give it to them. And then dad gives me this thing like, oh, okay, and I feel it's just now they ask me to come over Sunday for Easter. I don't want to go. Holy fuck. It's just, anyways, I don't know, guys. Whatever. The world is just fucking crazy right now. So have a good weekend and a good weekend after that. And I don't know, maybe you want to call this the week. You guys want to start doing this on fucking Tuesdays? Doesn't really matter. All right, guys. Anytime we want a video chat, let me know, and I'm always on board for that. All right, Jim. Good picks, and I'll see you later. My winner is Kiss. Later.